Hey y'all, hey, what's up? It is tea time with your girl TG, the LPC, and that is right. We are at the end of our month, the end of the series, the end of the recordings. I'm so excited and sad at the same time. But today is Self-Care Sunday. This is our last Self-Care Sunday of the month, the last Self-Care Sunday of the series, all the things, right? And today we were talking about resting, reflecting, and resetting. So my goal was to record this video outside. However, when I was out there and I was getting set up and I was recording, my hair was blowing all over the place, cars were zooming by, I couldn't hear myself. I was struggling to focus and all the things. And so I said, you know what? Let's just go back into the office. This Tanya, you're doing too much. Get back in the office. So here we are back in the office talking about resting, reflecting, and resetting. Rest. What does rest look like? Rest can look different for everybody. It could be a mental rest, it can be an emotional rest, it can be physical rest. Regardless of what the rest look like for you, it is important to rest. It is important to just sit down and be still and just not do a whole lot of anything and rest. Even the Bible says on the seventh day he what? Rested. That's right. And then reflect. So, one of the things that we do in business, or that I do in business, is I reflect on my prior year, or my prior week, or my prior month so I can see my way forward. So, I have a plan, right? I have my business plan for the year. I break that down into quarters, and then I break that down into months, and then I break that down into weeks, and then I break that down into days. But I reflect on each portion of that so that I can say, okay, this is what worked. This is what didn't work. That's in business. But mentally, I do the same thing. What is it that works for me? I know that when my space is messy and chaotic, my mind is messy and chaotic, and it causes stress and frustration. So I have to rest and reflect and say, okay, why am I so stressed out? And then I look around and say, I need to get this room together, or whatever the case may be. If I'm snapping, I have to reflect on, why am I so snappy? Why am I so frustrated? It could be either because I need to rest, it's because I need to regroup, reevaluate, so on and so forth. So reflection is very important. Reflection also helps us to look at ourselves so that we can hold ourselves accountable. That's a word that we do not like. That is kryptonite to most of our ears. But reflecting can help us to become accountable of our actions, our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts, all the above. And then we reset. So, like I said, in business, once I reflect on how my prior week or month or quarter went, then I begin to reset. Do I need to reset goals? Do I need to keep the goals and reinforce the goals? What is my way forward? So, we're at the end of the month. We are on the 31st day of the month. So, let's look at it today and figure out, where do we go next month? What do we want to do next month? Now, some of you will say, oh, it's too late. You should already know. Well, I believe it's never too late. We can sit down and we can come up with a plan on what next month looks like, how we're going to navigate it, what we're going to do. If it is in our homes, in us cleaning, what room am I going to clean on this day? What am I going to cook on this day? Whatever the case may be, resetting. And then we can reset emotionally and mentally. That is what self-care does. Self-care resets us so that we can continue the week, we can continue the day. So that might be a walk, it might be a spa, it might be a nap, whatever it is for you. What I am challenging you to do this coming month and today is to rest, reflect, and reset so that you can have an awesome and amazing September. I'm so grateful. Like I said in my shout out yesterday, I'm so grateful for all of you that rocked with us the entire month, that were able to watch the videos and apply them. We had some motivation, we had some transformation, we had some wisdom. We had some thoughtful Thursdays. We had some feel good Fridays, shout out Saturdays, and self care Sundays. We have rested, reflected, and we are resetting for the next month. We know what day we're going to keep. We know what day we're going to keep. I want you to type it in the comments below if you think you know the day that we are going to keep. You'll tune in whenever we come back next week. And I hope that you guys have an awesome and amazing Sunday, an awesome and amazing Labor Day, and a wonderful week. TG out.